Yeah, this will be fascinating. I'm very curious.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, gamers.
Oh, I just heard that in the sound of a middle school teacher's voice.
How are we today?
Good.
Ooh.
Why did the alien aside from Ganon before she was normal lore? Good evening.
What is this? I thought this is just plug and play. Zero.
We are figuring out a controller situation.
We are configuring out a controller situation.
Oh, we got the play-by-play.
Oh my god. You said good evening. My god, dude. That was morning. 4 in the morning.
If you're on West Australia time, you're probably like 7 p.m.
Oh, that's crazy.
I don't remember which way the time zone change goes. It's either 7 or 9 p.m.
Where at?
West Australia. I used to always enjoy watching like Richard Sage and the early morning Australia streamers when I have a late night, because they typically are in that time slot of like Western Europe and very early morning viewers.
Yeah.
Yay. Well,
Oh.
Uh,
that doesn't seem right.
you got this.
Do one. Oh.
What? Oh, the TV thing?
Yeah, that TV thing called Dawn.
Oh. That's a Vizio TV remote?
Mozzie has stock in Vizio.
Or do they have stock in Zelda Dungeon?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Why am I still hearing a Wii menu?
Oh, I think they can hear the audio too. Somebody said Wii is open. Can you turn it off? Or no, it's this DS? Perfect.
That works.
Was game 5 muted?
Everything but 4.
Wait. All right.
Are we doing it?
Should I do second quest?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Just make this as hard as possible, right?
Yes.
We must be entertaining for the kids.
Here we go.
Oh, why is it squished?
Is this squished?
Yes.
I don't know.
Look at my game and look at the screen.
Oh.
Oh, cause yes. I don't know about the squishy squashies, but you
Go
can
fix
just
it.
hit the button.
Go fix the squishies.
I don't know how to squishy unsquishy.
Yes, you do.
It's a very
Do
tricky
I?
business.
Just start playing and I'll tinker.
I don't like it. I feel like I'm way too far away.
From the TV, you definitely are.
So each
It's-
room here is randomly generated.
It's gonna be in the emulator settings because it's small on his TV also, and that's a problem.
No, it's fine on my TV.
Is it? Okay. It's tiny over there.
Don't worry about it.
These are second quest ropes.
Checks out.
Okay, this is really hard. Okay, I'm probably just gonna die here.
Ooh, okay.
Okay,
Due to work, I'd missed all of Mossy's gameplay. Finally, I get to watch some. Happy to see you. Hope you're well.
my problem is that. Why did I put on input 4? What was I thinking?
Don't change it now.
Yeah, I gotta like.
You can like sit right in front of the TV.
Alright.
You can't see Mozzie's, but he's here, we promise.
I don't.
Would it be easy if you played off the big screen?
There's probably some display lag.
Mm.
I thought the big screen was live.
Alright, go get lock.
Oh. Probably just fell asleep too.
Well, this is like Tech 101.
I didn't. It's not Tech 101.
Yeah, I see a couple frames of capture delay. It'd be harder to play on the big TV.
Oh, jeez. These are.
Second Quest Alphos
Yeah.
checks out.
Oh, that was devastating. Okay, so we have a bad input, no audio, no video. On the Thrive for 4:15 in the morning.
Woohoo!
It's 4:14 in the morning. The rest of that is accurate.
It wasn't
Morning
as bad as
sunshine.
my A Link to the Past last marathon when I promised DDR and gave you reverse boss order instead.
Irrelevant.
Get him out of the shower.
Dude, I ain't touching that.
It didn't say how you had to touch him.
Do I have to do this
He'll
then?
be coming down here in a towel.
Sure, do you know how to do this?
What, mess with the emulator settings? Probably not.
This has nothing to do with the emulator.
No, it's all the screen itself that's squish-squashiness.
Can you fix the camera?
It just needs to be adjusted down to you, right?
No. It's on,
It's on OBS.
it's on, you gotta change from camera 1 to camera 2.
Oh, you want that changed.
Can you just take the video capture and drag it from the corner to make it fill up more of the screen?
This is a dungeon gauntlet. Do you get sword or armor upgrades anywhere?
So,
worry about it.
We're just getting cozy with all our settings.
Doing no-nos.
Wait, I just. Oh. Your back's on camera.
Your back is on camera.
Also commentary. It's
Over there.
like I didn't know who was on commentary. Sorry.
It's me, but I also don't really have to be.
Well, the end of the couches too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just drag it and make sure it's on the bottom layer so you don't cover anything up.
Oh.
Right, and that's really what
It's the
we
same.
wanted to fill up more.
Okay. Wherever.
Now we're here. Or you can just sit behind me. Alright, kids.
You call me a kid.
There we go. Oh, but now there's no. There we go.
Hi, Mossies.
Still way too far, but it's okay. Oh, hey, Aquamentus. Oh.
Are you sure it's only Squish Squash?
Yeah, the game is a box. On the output. The game is not a box, it's a rectangle.
Okay.
I'm gonna play on the half-second leg.
This is not a game you can play on any kind of delay, but. Oh boy,
We're
got
gonna
pink.
do it.
Is pink bad?
So basically, I'm in floor number 13 right now. How this works is every single floor is randomly generated with enemies, and it progressively gets harder. It's still a square.
Oh, I see.
It's still squished.
He wants to drag the other.
So every floor is randomly generated, starting with the easiest, and by the time we get to level, however, it gets is like it gets. But we started with 3 hearts and no items,
Adjust that.
and as it
That
as it goes, you will get all the items that you would normally get in the game. So theoretically, you get like you can get like a sword upgrade, a tunic upgrade. You can get heart containers. You can get diverse items.
That's how it looks on his TV.
So the only items I've gotten are a potion, which is an odd. So everything's random generated. There's 255 possible floors. So in theory, you could get your first. There's 2 sword upgrades. In theory, you can get your first sword upgrade. Not until floor 253, and your second sword upgrade on 254.
Oof.
In theory, that would be incredibly crazy though. And then like same thing with the tunic. So this is the second quest. So these are enemies that are from the second quest.
Donation $20 from Goody14. Thank you for the donation. Happy to see some Macy's gameplay and feed some kids at the same time.
Macy's.
Sorry, Aussies.
Some,
I got my A wrong.
some Macy's. So, look at these like these ropes here are like, you know, seizure inducing ropes.
Is it a better mouse?
Yes,
You want wire?
it's still square.
Yeah, a little wider.
Goody14, you can let us know in the chat what game you'd like to move up and down in the ranking.
Oh, the rupees went away.
Like that?
Better. Thank you.
Okay. Bye. For now.
Looks decent.
Good enough for government work.
I don't mean.
Remember the Venn diagram? Not Venn diagram, that's not it. The tech support waterfall.
Is it important? 10 minutes something.
Okay. Oh jeez. I could really use a weapon.
These are not the seizure ones. Oh wait.
Zeldrath says, will you even need the rupees for anything?
Yeah, there's shops.
Ah.
And the value of things are randomly generated.
If you get a game over, does it send you back to room 1?
He's stuck.
We don't talk about that. I could really use a heart container. So it also this includes combinations of enemies that you would never normally see,
Mm-hmm.
because it has both overworld and underworld enemies in here. So, let's see, like Octoroks never appear in dungeons.
You get boss floors.
Yeah, I've fought in Aquamentus already,
Okay.
and if I recall correctly, I think you could have bosses with enemies. So I think I could theoretically fight Aquamentus with Lionels in the room as well.
That sounds.
And like blue stone statues in the corner that are shooting fireballs. But that wouldn't be until... I think there's a difficulty toggle, or I think there's like a master or a hero mode or something. I mean, it's still only floor 22, so it's like I'm gonna try to take my time and see how far I can get. So those are our first Vyres we've gotten. Like, you would never see Moblins in dungeons either. I think the color changes every 15 rooms or something. I think there's a boss at each ending.
Mm-hmm.
I think that indicates... I could be wrong on that.
Wait, so it's
Tech
just
sites.
it's just a dungeon and endlessly?
Yeah,
Or-
but you'll get... Yeah, you get all the goodies you get normally in the game.
That sounds fun.
At some point, hopefully.
Does
It's-
it matter what screen you transition through?
No.
Oh.
Are the rooms decided before or after you transition?
Yes. I have no idea, really. I don't know about that.
The good thing is it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The game was thinking about that. It's like,
Have you seen a shop yet?
No, I haven't seen an old man or anything yet.
Mm.
Hoping to get a sword upgrade. That would be helpful. These rooms are easy for the most part. There's been some tough rooms actually. Like even a room like this, it's just 2 Octoroks. It's so much more difficult if I don't have a beam blade attack. I think there might be more unique enemies in this game than Breath of the Wild.
that was gonna be your Aquamentus again.
I love the Stalfos. So there are like 5 new enemies, I think, in the second quest of Legend of Zelda. The Stalfos is one of them because you see it shoots beam blades at you.
Mm-hmm.
The other new enemies were the ropes, the flashing ropes, but they just take more damage.
Really? Okay.
That was one room of one Octorok. Alright, like. Oh boy.
That's a thing.
I have no.
No bombs.
Oh, this is devastating.
I was about to say that's a death.
This is gonna be the end of the road. There's no way.
No way. Clutch it out.
No.
Reset.
There's no way.
No challenge that you cannot overcome.
I think I got bad luck because not getting any. Yeah. So.
Room 31.
Let's try again.
So is there an end to this?
Yeah, there's 255 floors.
Okay, never mind.
That's an end.
So you're supposed to get an item every.
It's random. Like I think I could have gotten a sword upgrade right now.
Well, I'm just saying, if you're getting all 20 items over 255 floors, you're in theory getting an item every 12 floors or so. So it seems like you had a pretty bad run of luck there.
Yeah. Like,
Oh, that's a bummer.
so like against Manhandler, you need bombs, and you'll get. You can get bomb upgrades as well. Like, look at this floor. This is a tough one.
Goody14 asked, have you reached 255 before? I feel like this is
See?
your first
There,
time
now
playing,
now
right?
we're getting
So,
somewhere. It's
no.
useless, but we're getting somewhere.
I mean, there might be dark rooms ahead. Who knows?
That's true. Could be dark rooms out.
Okay, select changes weapon.
I guess that's a pretty good item.
You know what's cool about this is, so yeah, I've never played this, but I have seen it being played, and so yeah, I haven't made it very far, but you end up using weapons like that you don't really use in the game because you might have to a little bit. So like, I don't really like the blue can. Like, well, you really need the red candle.
You've never seen anyone use the candle as a legitimate weapon in this game. So that was interesting already.
More like the magic wand gets you. You see that in like randomizers as well, though. You start using weapons that you don't normally see. Techniques, they don't. Okay, there we go. I think the in-game like drops of hearts and rupees is the same as the base game. There's like an internal clock, and you can force certain drops at some point. I don't know how to do any of that, but
Yeah.
so these guys will only like if you have to be on the same vertical plane as them, and they'll run after you.
Yeah, so you can bait them into using their attack.
But if you're on like a middle plane like this, they'll never come for you.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yes.
Yeah, that was first
That
one was just a
seems
bad
long.
seed.
Yeah, the drop tables are something that we use heavily in A Link to the Past also, because Well, I can explain for that game, but not this one. In A Link to the Past, there's 8 different enemy groups, and they all have a drop table that they pull from. And each one of those 8 drop tables has a rotation of 8 drops in it. And every time you kill one of those enemies, there's a 50% chance that it will drop the next item in the table. So, for example, in the Zelda 3 speedrun, we save a fairy in the Helmasaur, the mini Helmasaur and Pokey prize pack. We save that for the middle of Turtle Rock strategically for the whole game.
That's complicated.
It's,
There are like, I think it's just in this there are just 2 levels. There's level 1 and level 2 enemies.
mhm.
Some like, alright, there's a boss here.
It's really convenient in Zelda 3 that if you dash an enemy to kill, it does not drop a prize pack item ever. So in that way, we have a specific couple groups of enemies that we dash through to kill, and that guarantees that your prize pack is preserved until you're ready to take it.
So that I did 13 floors and then changed color. That might be random too.
Was it random that it was after a boss?
I don't know. I don't think so. I gotta get my health back up. So like a blue Octorok has a chance to drop a bomb because they're like a level 2 enemy.
Okay.
But a red Octorok will never drop a bomb.
Because they're a level 1.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, the pink gets progressively worse. That's part
And
of it, too.
there are special exceptions in the Zelda 3 prize packs as well, like the Stalfos and the big Stalfos Knights and the Zoras are in the bomb prize pack. They have a 100% chance of scrolling that prize pack and dropping some number of bombs.
I find it really weird when you say Zelda 3.
Yeah, it kind of tripped me up at first.
I don't like when people say Zelda, like, the early games get, the one I hear once in a while is even weird is Zelda 4.
Oh no.
Oof.
Have you heard anything Zelda 4?
Is that technically Link's Awakening?
Yeah.
Okay.
like-
No, I don't really hang out with Link's Awakening speedrunners, so I don't know the memes and lore in that community. Yeah, Triforce of the Gods, that's the one.
What's your favorite Zelda? Part 4? What?
What?
I'm a fan of part 17 myself, but
Could you just imagine people went around like, yeah, I like Zelda 19. The one from 2019? No, the 19th one.
well, it's like what are you counting at that point? There's
Are we counting Link's Awakening and DX as 4 and 5?
well, 5 would be Ocarina. I think 6 would be DX then.
Okay.
It wouldn't be completely unprecedented. Just look at Final Fantasy.
Well, that's a weird. That had a good numbering system, or no, they never had a good numbering system.
Yeah, I was like, don't look at that.
Well, FF16 is definitely not the 16th one, so...
Well, like part 2 is. They were good at part 1.
Yeah. I get where you're going with the Famicom and NES split, where 2 and 3 came out in Japan only. And then you have Final Fantasy 2 come out for the Super Nintendo. Now everybody's confused.
Part 4 in Japan for Final Fantasy is part 2 in the US, right?
Yes.
And then part 5 in Japan. Did part 5 in Japan come out in the US initially?
5 was Super Famicom only.
Okay, part 6 in Japan is 3 in the
Is
US.
3.
And then part 7 in Japan is just 7.
Is 7. Yeah, and then they eventually released
Got it.
2
I
on
feel like it's
Final
very
Fantasy
important that I
Origins
know
for the
that.
PS1. Was a combo pack with 1 and 2. And then Final Fantasy 3 didn't come out until, I want to say 2006 on the Nintendo DS was the first time America got Final Fantasy 3.
Sounds like
And
you're a fan.
fun fact, that was actually the first Final Fantasy I ever completed, so. Yeah, I may have named my Twitch channel after that franchise.
Moogle is a Final Fantasy character?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh.
I probably asked you that before, and you probably told me, but... oh.
Yeah, I always joke when I'm here that I'm in the wrong franchise this week. But turns out I'm more of a Zelda fan than a Final Fantasy fan.
Fairies.
Which
we
Final
see some
Fantasy
genres
is the
in that
best?
At 9.
7?
Let's
Se-
see.
7 is overrated.
I've got a couple different answers for that. If you're a hardcore fan of NES old school, 1 is gonna be your favorite.
Really? People say 1 is... Isn't it slow and outdated? Like, don't you have to play the remakes of part 1?
Yeah, you should definitely play the remakes. You should play the at least the PS1 remake.
At this point, for the first... Let's say the first 6, because those are the...
If Super Nintendo is your jam, play number 6. If you love all of the original run of the series, you're probably gonna like 9 the best. Although there's plenty of people that love 7 the best because they don't particularly care for the older games.
So,
and then, yeah,
Can I go through one thing real quick?
my bad.
So, in Legend of Zelda, in the first quest, there are bubbles that if you get hit by them, you just can't use your sword for a few seconds.
Yeah.
In the second quest, there is no base bubbles, but there are these, or actually I think there are, but then there are these just non-flashing ones. There's just a red bubble and a blue bubble. The difference here is, you hit by a bubble, can't use your sword. Your sword will never come back.
And you just did that for an example?
No, the only way to get your sword is to find a blue bubble and purposely get hit by it. Now your sword is back.
That's...
In some of the dungeons in the base game, they design it where...
Just coyotes run for the extension.
They design it where there's like... Say there's 10 rooms in a row, and there's a blue bubble in the second room. And then the next 9 rooms in a row is just a tough enemy gauntlet, and every single room has only red bubbles. So if you get hit by any one of those red bubbles, you have to backtrack all the way to the second room.
That sounds fun.
Just to get hit by the blue bubble to regain your sword ability.
I appreciate that they were trolling people in video games as far back as '86.
I've never, like, I've played Second Quest and beaten it several times, but like, it wasn't. It's kind of like an extra master mode, I think. It's like it is the initial master mode, I think, and I kind of like it. All right.
You got enough bombs?
If he doesn't mess up.
Oh, that's cruel.
I never understood how the physics of this thing
Like that.
work.
There's a way to, like, if I bomb his face without him eating it.
Save the run.
There we go.
Ooh,
Nice
that's
job.
huge.
Yay.
If you bomb his face without him eating it, he gets stunned, and then you can hit with your sword, and you can kill him. And he automatically drops a bomb. But I'm not very good, apparently. Oh, look at these one-hit kills now. So now the Zols, like I just killed that Zol. Usually the Zols will split into smaller gels, but with the white sword,
Yeah,
everything does double damage.
those guys are like almost proto choo-choos.
Yeah.
Link to the Past had them too.
Oh,
Okay, well that's fun.
so here there's what, 3 reds and only 1 blue. That's usually how it works because there's no, you know, the reds take away your sword. They don't do damage though. That's a good thing.
That's nice of them.
That would be cruel. Like, oh, you can't use your sword. You gotta go hit a bubble, but you only have half a heart. We have to choose. All
Flop,
right.
we're fine.
Okay.
Sorry. I was gonna tell you, but I couldn't find you.
That's fine.
She didn't follow the tech
No.
the tech waterfall.
You told me to go get locked.
No, I told you to fix it.
Well, yes, and eventually with
Right,
Google's
right,
help-
right. Eventually.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, without Moogle there, I would not have been able to solve that.
My
Good
biggest worry with messing with any of that is, like, yes, I can technically crop your display to fit the screen, but am I going to mess up any of your other scenes by adjusting the dimensions on that source? I don't know.
Oh.
Technically, we didn't adjust the source, we adjusted this feed. If that makes sense.
As long as it makes sense to you.
Well, we're on day, what, 14 of this event? Only 2 more to go.
Today and tomorrow? Or no, tomorrow
Yes.
and the day after. I don't-
Ooh, a pea hat. Like, you would never see these kind of. Oh, God.
How do you defeat it?
You wait until he stops.
Oh.
Oh, you burn.
In a dungeon, can they stop inside a wall? Oh no, it looks like they're limited.
What?
What?
I'm confused by the. Oh, what's this room? I don't know what a small.
I'm curious because you mentioned shops and we haven't seen a shop yet.
Wonder
What is a small key doing?
Wonder what the odds of getting a shop are though.
Well, it's annoying because, so like later on you'll get like I can get the bow, and you know when you use arrows in this game, you have no each arrow costs 1 rupee to use, and I could have gone to a shop and it says like, oh I could have bought the sword upgrade. But I could have gone to the shop and it's randomly generated and they wanted 172 rupees for the sword. And obviously I don't have that.
Ooh.
Lemmolas. These are late game enemies since.
That's a land mole.
Alright, sweet. Like they don't appear until Death Mountain, until the final dungeon in the base game. Oh, you.
See, it shouldn't do that until you get the mirror shield.
What do you mean?
Like it's like
Did I block something?
no, I said like you shouldn't get like the fireballs until like after you get the upgraded shield.
But what's the fun in that?
I don't know.
Oh. So this is where like stuff starts getting a little annoying. Thank you.
That was very convenient.
You know, you haven't got a room with blue dark nuts yet.
Sure hope not to get a blue. I haven't had a red dark knight yet. The enemies are progressing, so you can tell we're starting to get a little bit deeper into the bestiary. Is that the word? But so we'll play this until I game over. And what do we got? We got a Link to the Past coming up next at 5 a.m.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, if it gets to 5 a.m., I'm gonna start playing a little more aggressive. 5 a.m. is an eternity right now. I still wonder why they gave me a small key.
Hmm.
Oh
Oh.
jeez.
Oh.
That's the room full of red darkness.
Here's our game over. You try to use some bombs here or save them?
I don't think Gui is ready. I know Rod's awake, but
There's probably some setup time.
yeah.
There's definitely some setup time.
Is it plug and play at this point though?
Lot gave me the. Here's how you crop these displays in case
Okay.
contingency plan for in case they don't line up the way that he wants them to look.
Oh,
So-
did you use that information for this too?
Yeah.
Okay. Work.
I don't know a lot, but apparently it's just enough.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
like I can't afford that potion.
Yeah.
But you'd like to have more stuff. Yeah, how about that?
So that's a floor at least.
Does that count as a room?
Yep.
Oh.
You should say, I bet you'd like to be able to afford this or something.
Boy, this is expensive. Let's see. Did I get a link on horseback? What do you mean? Oh, isn't there like a statue? Is that what you're talking about for Breath of the Wild?
Oh, wow. Are these the same guys that you claw shot in Twilight Princess?
Yeah, pea hats.
Okay.
I have not gotten that. I actually have not bought a Zelda item probably in the last year. I'm like way behind on the statues. I don't know if I'm gonna get them all anymore. Ooh, wow. Oh goodness, there's a. I didn't see him at first there.
Really? Lava Zora. That's
Oh.
a new one.
Oh boy. Okay, this is a tough room.
30,000 pounds of peanuts.
Good callback. Yes, there were 30,000 pounds of mashed peanuts. Wonder if anybody gets the reference of what we're talking about.
I do not.
Mashed pea hats and Zol gravy.
People in my chat who normally watch me stream, well, I haven't streamed in just since 8 months ago or whatever, but
Oh, there's your locked door.
Mm.
So I guess it gives you an opportunity to skip a room.
alright. Should we go through the locked door?
Yes.
Well, you've already cleared the room now. I think my thinking is
You save it for a terrible room.
Oh, I see.
it's like a get out of this room for free key.
Okay, that makes sense then. That's a. If there was like darkness in that room, like.
Assuming you got around them before they killed you.
Come on, buddy.
Well, that's nice.
The fairies in this game only recover 3 card containers. Oh, Pole's voice. First Pole's voice of the game. Pole's voice they're kind of annoying because even with the white sword, like let's say 1, 2 hits, 3 hits, 4, 5 hits with the white sword.
They're just tanks.
Yeah. In the base game, you kill them by yelling into the microphone. Like in the Famicom version. Like you literally scream into the microphone. But you can kill them with a single arrow. And if there's like 4 of them in a row, the arrow will go through and you can kill all of them at once.
Whoa.
Alright, this is the first Moldorm I've encountered. Similar to the land mollusk.
That is not a mole.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, another heart. Let's go.
Ooh, and the gold.
The
That is bright.
gold palace. We'll find some gold man. Get lots of gold.
Is Gooey awake?
Oh goodness.
I don't even know where he's at.
I thought I saw him when I woke up, but I don't remember.
Wait, how'd you know there was fires? Good. These Vires turn into keys, even with the white sword, but with the magical sword they are one-hit kills.
Nice lag.
That was good lag, actually. It was really nice lag. Oh. Oh. You don't want to kill too many Vires. Like, I don't want to unleash.
Unleash the keys.
Oh, jeez. Ow.
Well, you get a fairy.
I need some health here.
Oh.
This is, oh, jeez.
What's the name of the statue robot enemy?
Armos?
Oh, okay, yeah. For some reason, Automod does not care for that word. I learned that the hard way.
I exempted that. Maybe it reset when the stream reset after the puzzle.
Automod gets blocked?
No, Armos gets blocked.
How come?
I don't know, it doesn't say. But like once you allow the message, it exempts it. But maybe it just resets after you stop going live.
The logic that I was told was apparently it's a derogatory term for Armenian people.
Armo?
Yeah.
Well, I'm Armenian. Armo's a nickname, yeah. I didn't know that was derogatory. I don't think that's
enough
derogatory.
so that Automod catches it. That's how it was explained to me.
Makes sense.
I can't confirm otherwise.
I could see how maybe it's yeah. My fantasy football team name for the last 23 years has been the Armo Chickens.
Oh my god.
It's not gonna happen today, dude. No? Oh no, it's happening. This isn't gonna happen in my head.
Oh. I thought I was like waking up to some bad news.
Oh no.
I don't know if it's gonna happen for me.
It'll be half mine.
Well, maybe we get quarter mind each.
Yeah.
I think if you put two of our minds together.
Yeah.
full mind.
You ever seen Fairly Odd Parents?
Mm.
Two halves of a whole idiot.
Whoa.
That's offensive.
Some share it to us.
Sounds like some Armos to me.
Yeah, no, that needs to be
Dropping some
autumn.
hard facts on us this early in the morning.
Too early for a roasting.
Yeah.
Never too early.
Yep, this is the Mighty Banana section of the dungeon.
The
The
mighty.
yellow is not.
Oh no.
It's not. It's a brighter yellow than a banana. I feel. Unless
I
I'm
need
seeing
health.
wrong. Which after the puzzle, I just don't see really colors
No.
well anymore.
Colors are broken in the brain. They don't load in anymore.
Oh, there's the key again. That would be totally inconvenient to get to that door, though.
Very.
Yeah.
That
There's
is
another
weird.
key. Don't accidentally hit it though.
He's only got 2 minutes. Then he starts playing more
Wait,
aggressively.
how are you gonna get the rope? Oh, that works.
In the rope.
Kill it with fire.
Where's the guy can get this?
Yeah.
There's some ibuprofen.
It's on a little island thing up in the kitchen, like the one that's like right by the where you go to the front door. Just that little like
Alright.
kind of
I need hearts.
Yeah, there should be bottle of ibuprofen.
Just on my counter.
Yeah, there should be a couple of different medicines.
Yeah.
With a minute to spare.
Hey, I mean, it actually works well with time.
Does
So-
work well for time.
We got, this is the order of items. So I got the
blue potion.
blue
And then
candle.
the red candle is coming next.
You don't get the regular boomerang until late.
So I don't know if, because I was playing on hero mode, if there's less items or whatnot, but these are the 16 items I guess they give you in the game. Because there's no sword upgrade here. And there's no second ring upgrade. So it's possible that since this is like the harder mode, they only give you one of those upgrades.
Well, you got more than one heart container.
That's
Well-
true, yeah. But I think,
Were
yeah, I
you
don't
playing
know
on
how
the
well.
normal mode the other game?
No.
Okay.
But that's The Legend of Zelda Ancient Dungeon. It's kind of fun, kind of unique, I think. I played for 30 minutes for just that game.
It's a pretty unique concept.
Yeah.
Imagine if I got to room 255 at this rate, it would
Almost 2 hours.
2-hour game. Well, it would be much more than that because the later levels would be more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Did you win?
But we'll be back with some super.
You got about a third of the way
A
through
Link to the Past is next.
A Link to the
255
Past.
possible floors.
Cor, thank you for joining me on commentary.
Yeah.
Super Zelda Brothers.
Thank